Bartrand really hasn't done much with this place, has he?
I don't get it. My sources saw people making deliveries here just a week ago. This looks like it's been empty for months.
You think he put the cobwebs up to discourage tax collectors?
Well, you're thinking it's a trap. Great. It's been ages since my brother tried to kill me. So that's how you greet your brother, is it, Bartrand? Fine. Say hello, Bianca.
You're gonna regret this! Aim for the throat! I'll tear you apart! You're pathetic! You want a piece of me? Yeah! You're gonna regret this! I'll tear you apart! You want a piece of me? You're pathetic! You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? Save me! You're gonna regret. You want a piece of me? I'll tear you apart! You're pathetic!
I'll take you all!
Give it an inch!
You want a piece of me?
You're gonna regret this!
That was a beauty of a shot!
Buzz has got me!
You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?
I'll tear you apart!
I'll take you all! Let's dance, you sons of
Don't give it an
bitches!
inch! Aim for the crowd! Buzz has tear you apart!
Let's dance, you sons of bitches!
More for the door!
You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?
Aim for the crowd!
I'll take you all!
Don't give him an inch!
You want a piece of me?
I'll tear you apart! You're pathetic!
Let's dance, you sons of bitches! Bartrand! I'm coming for you, you nug-humping
Aim for
bastard!
the crowd!
Oh, Varric, please forgive me, my brother. I was just jealous of you. How could I ever compete with you for mother's love?
You're strong and handsome, and so very smart. What?
Why lie now about this? What have you to gain?
What do you want from me? I broke in, I found my brother, and it was awkward. Family business.
No. I think there's more to it.
Fine. You want the gory details? I'll give you the gory details. These corpses aren't even stiff yet, Hawke. Somebody's been in here today. What did my brother do to these men? They were completely out of their heads.
Boys, thank you!
Is that all you got? Victory.
Go for the face!
This one's giving me trouble!
Order will be restored.
That should do it.
I'll kill you!
Face me. I stand for all of us. One less against us. Well, that was fun. Yes. Watch your step. All set.
Smash them
On to the next.
We wrap this up sooner rather than later. This one's getting me trouble. I could do this in my sleep.
Take you!
That shall not rise again.
Another one for me.
Smash
How many of you got? I need some help.
You will fall. Stand down. Gun him down.
Varric, is that you? Praise the ancestors.
Hold up. I know this man. He's Bartrand's steward. Hugin, what happened here?
Varric, your brother. That statue he brought out of the deep roads. Bartrand said it sang to him, even after he sold it. I've been hiding in here, but the guards, they're like crazed animals. I didn't dare go past them. Everyone in this house has gone mad.
What did he do to the guard to turn them to this?
He's been forcing them to eat lyrium. Some of the servants, he cut pieces off them while they were still alive. He says he's trying to help them hear the song. Please stop him.
Bartrand's not exactly a nice guy, but this doesn't sound like my brother.
You said he sold the statue. To who?
I don't know. It's why we came back to Kirkwall. He was already starting to rant about the sodding idol and its singing. On his better days, he hated the thing. Wanted to get rid of it. But the minute it was gone, he got worse.
I haven't seen anyone alive in here except for guards. What happened to the rest of the staff?
I don't know what Bartrand did to them. By the ancestors, the sounds coming from his study. They're dead by now. I hope.
What do you mean you hope they're dead?
Just whatever you find in that room. Varric, give them a merciful death.
I'll find Bartrand and put an end to this.
Thank you. Maybe there's no one left alive in there. But if there is, grant them a quick end. Bartrand took the servants and locked himself inside the study. No one's come out for days. And those sodding lunatics just keep prowling the halls.
Then we go in after him. Come on, Hawke. Let's finish this.
Sing the song for me.
Go for the face!
anymore. I just need to hear the song again. Just for a minute. Stop saying that! I know I shouldn't have sold the idol to that woman. It was a mistake! A mistake.
Bartrand, get a hold of yourself. Do you know where you are? Do you know what you've done?
Varric, you'll help me, won't you, little brother? Help me find it again. You were always a good one.
Help you? Bartrand, you left me to die. You left all your men to die. And for what? Some trinket? Look at yourself. Look at what you've done to the men and women who served you. Where's your nobility, brother? Where's your dwarven honor?
You might as well be talking to the wall. His mind is gone.
Damn you, Bartrand. Tell me. Why'd you do it, Bartrand? Were you already crazy before we even went into the deep roads? Or was it all the statue?
Idol, not a statue. It wants to be worshipped. It wants me. It wants me back. She stole it from me. For this.
Who did you sell the idol to, Bartrand?
She glittered like the sun, but her heart was ice. She will not feed it, not like I did.
Bartrand was a bastard when he sealed us in the deep roads. But he wasn't a madman.
Bloody ancestors. Why bring me this close and still nothing? For 3 years, all I've wanted is to look him in the eye and get his answers. Why he abandoned us in that thaig. What any of this was for. I guess there's nothing he could say that would make it right.
Look at him. There's nothing you can do to him worse than this.
No. I've been counting the days until I could put a bolt in his conniving little brain. It's not just us. Look what he did out there. How many more people will die for his folly?
He's clearly past saving. Make it clean.
I wish I could have done it before I had to see you like this. Goodbye, Bartrand. Come on. I don't want to look at this place anymore.
Something on your mind, Varric?
I should thank you for your help with my brother. He was a jackass, and he tried to kill us, but that was still the hardest thing I've ever done. He was never what you'd call nice, or pleasant, or hygienic, but he was my only brother.
Bartrand didn't leave you any choice. You had to kill him.
I suppose it's a little late to worry now. I don't know if surface dwarves go back to the stone or hang around singing hymns with Andraste or what. I just hope wherever he is now, Bartrand stays out of trouble.
Any idea what really went on with him and that statue?
Well, the thing must be cursed. I don't know if it's magic or demons or the bile of the ancestors, but I think curse about covers it. If we're lucky, whoever he sold it to had the damn thing melted down for scrap.
If you're worried about it, we could ask one of the priests to pray for him.
I'm pretty sure any decent priest who prays for Bartrand would burst into flames. Anyway, thank you. I'll keep looking into who bought that blighted statue. At the very least, they need to be warned about what happened.
I hope all is well. Nothing new to report, I'm afraid.
This isn't a toy. Somewhere out there, a table is mourning the loss of its leg.
So, I never expected to be palling around with the captain of the guard.
We're not pals.
We're not? What about that time we painted each other's toenails?
Do you want something?
Love, life, and liberty. What more does a man need?
You're in a jolly mood.
Well, when you're here, I know you're not leading men into Darktown to arrest me.
Kirkwall may not have the best circle, but at least we're not...
Hello, Emmerich. The guard captain says you're still chasing disappearing acts.
That's not funny. I need your help urgently. I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Ninette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
Dupuis? That's a funny name.
It's Olesian. I believe he is descended from nobility. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something.
My men raided that house. There was nothing, and I've heard no end because of it. You were reprimanded, I hope.
Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
Were you the only person investigating these murders?
Yes, unfortunately. The Templar Order believes this is a matter for the City Guard. And the City Guard, well, they rejected my evidence and dismissed the murders as isolated incidents. They don't care either.
I've seen your evidence. Scattered notes, conjecture, nothing remotely usable. You can't expect us to act on your hunches alone. Look what happened when we did.
The guards who searched Gascard's place were incompetent. They didn't know what they were looking for.
Fine, if you insist.
I retrieved a sack of human remains for you. Didn't you show it to the guard?
I did. They said the remains could have been gathered together by scavengers looking for bits of gold and jewelry. They said there was no way to tell if the remains even belonged to the missing women.
I'm sorry, Emmerich, but that's the truth of it.
What have you learned about Gascard Dupuis?
He's a reclusive nobleman who's rarely seen outside his estate in Hightown. He knew 2 of the murdered women and made inquiries about the others. It cannot be a coincidence.
It cannot be a coincidence. It sounds exactly like a coincidence.
Gascard Dupuis is hiding something. I'm convinced of it.
What do you need me to do?
I knew I could count on you. You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
The Harbour Master's office filled the order. I just need a destination. Where are we sending it?
The Viscount will not store raw lyrium in the keep.
Then where do I put it? I can't just leave impounded lyrium lying on the docks.
That's your problem.
Flaming bureaucrats. Sending it.
The Viscount will not store raw lyrium in...
Then where do I put it? I can't just leave impounded lyrium lying on the docks.
That's your...
Message for you.
About bloody time. We'll deliver the cargo soon as we've unloaded the Antivan Queen.
They got Grace and the others. Brought them back here.
Yes, they found us. I'm sure you're not surprised. After you turned us loose with no aid, no food, only a moment's head start. Where else could we end up?
All right, I'm just going to say it. Fenris, you need to present yourself better.
What are you talking about?
You're squatting in Hightown. I I sympathize with your claims, but your neighbors have influence.
My claims?
To the estate. Rightfully stolen isn't exactly something I can forward to the Viscount. Be more discreet about yourself.
I shall endeavor to exist with less offense. Well, ain't you moving up in the world? People talk, you know. I hear you got a right fancy nest in Hightown now. Nice step up for a dog lord. Only fair you share some of that good fortune with those of us still hurting, no?
You can turn it around. All it took for me was an ancient tomb, a few thousand darkspawn, and one nasty bastard of a dwarf.
I hear you fought through half the Darkspawn horde to come back with them treasures. I don't got that in me. Not anymore. All I got is the thirst and the dust. Why was your friend made tranquil? Do you know?
No, and it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves that.
I know some mages who deserve that.
Really? Perhaps they should start making slaves tranquil. Then they wouldn't dream of escaping. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Slaves do not attract demons that try to possess them.
Which clearly justifies it. What a perfect solution.
You! This is your fault! You and that blighter, Varric Tethras. You'll be the end of my boys!
I don't even know who you are.
Yevhen, member in good standing of the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Not that it really matters to people like you.
You'll have to be more specific. A lot of things are my fault.
My sons are lost in the deep roads because of stories about you. Your sodding glory and treasure.
Don't you dare blame her. We both know this was Iwan's doing.
If you want to keep your job, shut your mouth, woman.
Your boys are grown men. It was their own decision.
Your boys don't sound bright enough to follow a map. I'm sure they didn't get too far.
My boys aren't stupid. Foolhardy, maybe, but not stupid. You're the only one who knows where they went. They were following the path of your expedition. Please help me find them. Don't let my boys die down there.
Your sons made an expedition into the deep roads. Did anyone go with them?
They went alone, the fools. Just my 3 boys against every darkspawn in the deep roads.
Iwan is Yevhen's middle son. The whole thing was his idea. Emrys and Merrin were just following his lead. The greedy bastard didn't want to hire anyone else if it meant he had to share the spoils.
Sounds familiar.
I thought coming to the surface meant I would never have to face losing my sons to the darkspawn.
Sure, I'll look. How many darkspawn could have come back in 3 years anyway?
I should approve, but it seems like I save a lot of fools from themselves.
Thank you, Messer. Those boys are my life. They entered the deep roads using the same passage you did. Please find them. I will see you rewarded for your efforts.
I am not cleaning this
Forum
up.
before us. So you found your brother?
I did. Wasn't expecting that.
I assume there was a time when you and he were friends?
With Bartrand? No. Just brothers. Occasionally he wasn't insufferable.
And yet you remained at his side.
Too bad he didn't do the same.
Are you one of Yevhen's sons?
Mistress Hawke? Please help me. My brother, Merrin. Iwan locked him in with the Darkspawn. He sealed the door, left me here and bolted for that passage. He's gone mad. All he cares about is that damned sword.
Last time I was here, we picked this place clean. What's your brother looking for?
Iwan called it the Heart Drinker. He says it's the masterwork of an ancient smith from this Tig. He bought a book from one of the Orzammar caravans. It had the location of the sword. Or at least to the golems who guard it.
Another greedy dwarf. You think he took lessons from Bartrand?
Maybe. But greed is hardly exclusive to dwarves. Maybe I should have seen this coming. Iwan has been obsessed with that thing. He wouldn't tell us about the sword, but I never imagined he'd leave us to rot. This is getting just a little too familiar, isn't it? Please. I don't want my brother to be eaten by those monsters.
Get back to the surface. Looks like I have a date with the Darkspawn.
He's on the other side of that wall. You need to find a way to reach him. Please, come tell my father as soon as you have news.
By the stone, I thought I was done for. Wait, you're Mistress Hawke. I can't believe it's you. I had no idea the deep roads would be like this, that the Darkspawn would just be everywhere. I've heard the stories, but it's not the same as actually being down here.
Next time, leave the Darkspawn stomping to the people with the big swords. Sound good?
Or maybe I should get a bigger sword. I knew Iwan was up to something. He got so evasive every time I asked about the blighted sword. I still can't believe he betrayed us. Do you think he's alive?
Let's get you out of here before the Darkspawn return.
Of course. I can't thank you enough for coming when you did, Messer. You know, I never realized what the dwarves in Orzammar are up against. They fight these monsters every day of their lives. I don't think I can sit by and let my people die while I enjoy the easy life of a merchant. Not anymore. Come find us when you return. I'm sure Father will want to thank you for saving me.
So Iwan is dead. That's what he gets for his treachery. And that must be the golem control rod. Perhaps the creatures it controls are further down this path.
Try the rod. Maybe it will do something.
Wish to fight? Again?
You'll have to be faster than that!
Remind me never to get on our bad side. Seems to be unhealthy.
Victory!
Now we shall see. It looks like the Darkspawn smashed the chest.
Maybe there's still something to salvage in this mess.
You should have lived in Tevinter. You'd be happier there.
You're probably right.
I should take a
There,
trip to the
your
country.
magic would be a mark of honor. Apprentice to the right magister, you would do well.
Is there a downside?
Only if you're bothered by owning a few slaves and performing the occasional blood ritual.
So they all do those things?
Just the ones who don't complain about how powerless and persecuted they are.
Iwan, he's not with you. I had hoped.
Father, I told you it would be too late.
He tried to kill Merrin and Emrys, and you're sad he didn't make it?
His betrayal isn't lost on me, Dira. But he'll always be my son. You've given me back 2 of my boys, Messer. I'm in your debt. Please, take this as thanks. I can't believe Iwan is gone.
You saved Merrin. I don't think I'll ever be able to repay you.
Boom! Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
I've never seen another dwarf like him. Does this run in your family?
Not at all, but Sandal isn't really my son. I found him in the deep roads when I left Orzammar for good. Raised him as my own now. Isn't that right, my boy?
I like Bodan.
He's always been this way. Always collecting things and enchanting them. Strange, I suppose.
Have you ever thought of finding out more?
Well, I did. I brought him to the Circle of Magi about a year after we got to the surface. They called him a savant, but then they started giving him the eye like they were going to keep him, so we left. Not going back to those vultures. Sandal's happy as he is. I don't know. The actual mages don't do enchanting, do they? Just the ones who had their magic taken away.
Tranquil.
Yes, them. Ugh.
Is there something you want, Anders?
You really don't have the temperament for a slave.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I'm just wondering how your master didn't kill you.
How have the Templars not killed you?
I'm charming.
You have got to hear this, Hawke. There's this tale making the rounds. They're saying you single-handedly fought off a pirate invasion at midnight on the sacred ground of the Chantry.
Don't the stories mention my stunning good looks? What about my cunning wit?
Nope, they skip straight to the part about the lovable dwarf with the gorgeous crossbow and the heart of gold. I try to steer them straight, but you know how stories go. Just don't be surprised if people seem in awe.
What compels you to spin these ridiculous tales?
I love the sound of my own voice, and I'm a compulsive liar. Honestly, I don't know. It's just something I do. There's power in stories, though. That's all history is. The best tales, the ones that last. Might as well be mine.
I find it hard to believe you're spreading these stories without getting something in return.
Well, that just shows what you know, Hawke. The stories are their own reward. You really need to see the look on someone's face when I tell them you ripped the arms off an ogre. Just once.
Wouldn't it make more sense for you to be the main character in these tall tales of yours?
There's a recipe to a good hero, Hawke. It's like alchemy. 1 part down to earth, 1 part selfless nobility, 2 parts crazy, and you season liberally with wild falsehoods. You let that percolate through a good audience for a while, and when it's done, you've got your hero.
I guess all works. A little reverence wouldn't hurt, though.
You're beautiful, deadly, and hang out with fantastic dwarves. It would be a crime if people didn't talk about you. Anyway, I'll quit exaggerating before it goes to your head.
I've got something for you, Varric.
My father's signet ring. Where did you find it? Bartrand pawned it off to pay for the expedition. I can't believe you found it. This sounds exactly like the sort of fake thing I'd make up about you.
When you tell people, mention that I got it from the belly of a dragon.
I'll throw in a couple of werewolves and a griffin for balance. Well, I guess I better start answering my mail from Orzammar. Balin's court just reminds me too much of family dinners with my cousins. Anyway, I owe you one, Hawke. Remind me later to put you on my tab. You want a pint while we're here, Hawke? I'll buy.
Are you all right?
I nearly killed an innocent girl. How could I be all right?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? For me? This could be you. You could be the next monster threatening helpless girls.
Anders, there's no such thing as a good spirit. There never was. All spirits are dangerous. I understood that. I'm sorry that you didn't.
Damn it all! You, take cover!
Are you the reinforcements? I thought the captain would send more.
You're a member of the guard, right?
I'm Lieutenant Harley, and this is what's left of my patrol. This disaster is my first routine assignment.
What are you talking about? You think we're guards?
Bollocks! Little Bedham must not have made it back. We're up against Evet's marauders.
Evet's? Shit.
Phil Auden's up there, and Victor Longdeath's handiwork you've already seen. We tried 2 sorties up the path, but it's trapped to oblivion. Now I'd be thankful just to get out of here alive.
No fair, guard dog! You brought friends!
Shut your mouth!
It's too dangerous for you and your men. Stay put. I'll take care of it.
Look out for traps. Be careful. Evet's marauders are deadly.
I don't like the looks of this.
Trap! Oh, I got one!
Watch your step! All set.
If we kill them, we get their stuff.
Go down! One less to worry about. Done.
What do you think you're doing?
I don't like the looks of this.
And they say violence doesn't solve anything.
They're all dead? I can't believe it. I'll tell Lieutenant Jalen at the Keep what you've done. I'll make sure he rewards you. Men! We're heading home!
We're out of Kirkwall, but not out of the Knight Commander's reach.
Lieutenant Harley said I should see you about a reward.
That's it. Not even going to mention your scuffle with Evet's marauders. Killing the whole lot of them.
That does ring a bell. Hard to remember. I've killed so many things.
I believe that. I do. There's one small rub, though. Their leader, Evet's, wasn't there, was he?
I don't think so. They weren't wearing name tags.
Evet's is the worst of the lot. He may try to get revenge one day.
He can wait his turn. I won't lose any sleep over it.
Maybe nothing will come of it. Thanks again for your help. I wish I could have seen you give Evet's marauders what for.
You've had many lovers, haven't you? Fewer than some think. But you never stay with them. No, why should I? But the act of lovemaking is so intimate. I don't make love. What I do is only skin deep, kitten. Don't worry your pretty little head about it.
Brilliant. I'm amazed that you found everything. My craft can begin anew. Your reward, my young friend.
Isabella, my dusky goddess, you have buried yourself in the flesh of my heart like a worm in a red, red apple. You heartworm, you.
Oh, look, my friend is here. Excuse me.
But I haven't gotten to the part where I invite you to feast upon my tender white flesh.
That's all right, I think I'll manage. Speaking of romance, you, Anders, and Justice. That must be exciting. As they say, two's company, but three is better.
I don't think whoever made that claim had a Fade spirit in mind.
No? You don't like his spear of righteousness, then? Or perhaps he thinks you're too good of a person and isn't willing to smite you. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? Everyone deserves a good smiting now and then. I could use one right this minute.
Do you ever feel like the world's getting simpler?
I think I need a bath. Do you think I need a bath?
Is a lot less complex than it used to be.
Slow day.
You've been drinking?
No. Maybe. Yes. Face it, you don't pay me enough to stay sober at work.
You know Isabella, don't you? Do you think I should compare her to a scintillating biscuit or a lonely outcropping of rock?
Mug for hours. Get another drink or get...
You know Isabella, don't you? Do you think I should compare her to a scintillating biscuit or a lonely outcropping of rock? You know Isabella, don't you? Do you think I should compare her to a scintillating biscuit or a lonely outcropping of rock?
No. Anything interesting happening around town?
Yes. Face it, you don't pay me enough to stay sober.
I don't know whether to cherish every moment I am with you, or fear for your life to have me there.
Do you ever feel like you're...
Did you step on something sharp, Fenris?
No.
Slam your fingers in a door?
No.
Smug your head on a low beam?
Is there a point to this line of questioning?
Just wondering why you're so cross all the time.
Perhaps it's the inane prodding.
Enter if you must.
What do you want, Hawke? I have no interest in adding to my distractions.
And yet you sent a delegate to the Viscount.
A brief attempt to educate. If the dwarf had stolen the Sarkamek, it could have been used to show the price of greed. But you know the outcome of that. These fools are determined to be wrong. I won't waste the effort again.
I'll probably regret this, but you should know your delegate is missing.
Anyone else, and those words would have been their last. You are handling this, not your buffoon of a Viscount.
As best I can.
Then I will wait. But know this, the provocations we have suffered have worked. If this is not resolved, I can fulfill my duty to the Qun with far less annoyance by sifting through rubble.
You know, I think we're under enough pressure without the help.
So you're taking the captain of the guard to accuse the Grand Cleric of funding zealots?
Don't forget the kidnapped Qunari. That too.
Some days, Hawke.
The Grand Cleric, please. Tell her, 3 Qunari leave an estate, and let her finish.
Sarah Hawke.
Sister Patrice.
Mother Patrice. Time has changed us both. Grand Cleric Elfina cannot grant an audience to just anyone. What do you want?
Funny how you and issues with the Qunari seem to go together.
And you always assume their side. I was naive when last we met. I did not want you dead, but I felt a death was necessary. That may be too fine a point for you to understand, but you must admit, you came out the better for it.
I know you. And I know someone is abusing the Grand Cleric's seal.
Who are you to question who serves her grace? I am sorry, but I see no reason to let you pass.
How about the fact that her authority was used to abduct Kunari? A pause that says you knew. But does her grace?
The Grand Cleric trusts her stewards to enact the wishes of the Maker.
It sounds like you've been bad. This will shock her grace, no doubt.
Stubborn. All right, Sirrah Hawke. If you won't abandon this, let me offer you something. The Templar you seek is a radical who has grown unreliable. Confronting him may do us all a favor.
And his relation to you is?
He is my former bodyguard, Ser Vonel. Assume what you wish, but I offer him to you as reconciliation. Meet me at this location. I invite you, Sirrah Hawke. Come see the unrest these Kunari have inspired. Need I say I'm skeptical?
It's her game, for the moment.
Donations to the Chantry are always welcome, monsieur.
I seem to recall you saying something a while ago.
Shut up.
I can control it. Wasn't that what you said?
So help me.
We're here to serve the Maker,
Perhaps
sir.
if we put some
What
flowers...
are you?
Nice place for a rally. Good choice, Varnell.
Patrice is here somewhere.
Wonderful.
Kunari hold no real power. They are absent from the eyes of the Maker. Do not fear them. They die like any animal.
Trap! All set.
Like any beast, remove the fangs and it is lost. They are weak before the faithful of the Maker. The only certainty in their precious Qun is death before the righteous.
Ser Vonel!
Take a knee, faithful. The Chantry blesses us.
You claim a blessing when you have used the authority of the Grand Cleric so openly? You have brought wrath down upon you. You remember, Sirrah Hawke? The Kunari have friends, Templar. How will you answer their allegations?
You want to fight? Face someone whose weapons are not bound.
Templars are cowards. They only pick on those whose lives they already hold in their hands.
Righteous! Destroy them!
Kill the fiend!
It's not doing anything! It's not doing anything!
That's enough!
I'll cut you good! Now!
with the wrong mage!
Go down!
All right. Time to bring this mess to the Viscount's attention.
Madness! Madness!
That's a word for it.
Chantry involvement. Even if they are fringe elements, it could not be worse.
The Chantry has seen the abuses the Templars get away with. Why would they not think to do the same?
You killed them? All of them?
A mother serving the Grand Cleric allowed this to happen.
Are you quite sure? She held a blade with them? Told them to fight you?
No, I cannot say that.
Of course not. Blasted mother. You have no idea the storm these allegations would cause. It would destroy what support I do have.
I have had trouble with her before. She is slippery.
I understand. I will make my inquiries, gently, and you should be careful in your associations. For now, we have other problems. We have the delegate, but I can't return the bodies to the Canary in this state. Sirrah Hawke, you know the Arishok. What should I do?
Hiding this would only make it worse.
It would, wouldn't it? I'm losing my sense of how to balance this nightmare. I appreciate your help in this matter. As bad as this is, it could have been much worse without you. Kirkwall owes you. I owe you.